Hello and welcome back to Armored Warfare with Danny. Today we're going to have a little talk about, well, classes. There are different classes in the game, and not a lot of them, but a few. Let's see, here's a better outfit to show off. So, something that many in the game seem to be completely unaware of is what are the vehicles built to do? Well, we know tanks are designed for one thing: get stuck into the front lines and shoot enemy to bits, while being resilient enough to take enemy fire, and hopefully the armor will protect them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. With some, like this one, it never works unless you are extremely lucky, but it do get better further down the line. Quite a bit better actually. So that's the rule for the main battle tank. Get stuck into the fighting and shoot the enemy while being the first line. That's the theory at least. Then we have the recon vehicles, which are both the BMP vehicles and the aptly named recon vehicles. It seems obvious that they should do exactly what it says in the title, recon. But it's disappointing to see how many times drivers of these vehicles seem to believe that they're supposed to be snipers firing from the rear, leaving the tanks to drive blindly while looking for the enemy. It simply don't work. Tanks do have pretty decent vision, nearly 400 meters in lower tiers, but like old men, they get increasingly worse with vision the higher they get. Yes, I know it don't make sense, but just roll with it, because that's how the game are laid up. It decreases from, let's see, the pattern 396 meters, that's with the commander's 10% bonus. And in T8, 360 meters or 375 meters. They're basically nearsighted at that point, so they need these buggers who have 440 meters and 435 meters view range to be essentially the hunting dogs, sniffing out the targets for them and pointing, hey, over here. But no, it's much funnier to sit in the rear with your excellent vision scout vehicles and complain about the tanks that they can't do anything, which they can't because they can't see the enemy that are shooting at them. Here's one that actually is a real-line sniper. What do you get when you take a tank turret and put it on a armored recon vehicle? Well, you get real destroyers. They have pretty poor vision compared to the dedicated the recon. Sure, it's better than a tank, but it's still shorter than the recon vehicles. But they have an excuse for sitting in the area and sniping. That's the job, along with the artillery. One nation whose tanks are extremely dependent on the recon are the Russians, which is pretty surprising because in the T-62 vision 432 meters for full upgrade and T62 and the 10% vision bonus from the commander. But that decreases a lot. Look at the T90, 335 meters. I was under the impression that tanks should be better at higher tiers, but a T62 outclasses a T90 when it comes to vision. By far. Fire support vehicles, well, despite the title, it's still recon vehicles. You can only do so much with that 20mm cannon. And high caliber light armor. Well, same thing like these guys, but different titles, and they are tracked. Tactical artillery, still artillery, just shoot. But when you're playing against other players in PvP, use your brain and move away from the starting grounds, because that's the first place then will come look for you. Let's see here. Missed anything? Oh, that one is nice. It's well, fire support vehicle, Mr. Brutal. Oh yeah, I know, string of course here, but seriously, from what I heard and seen, this thing is supposed to be a real monster. It even have the nickname the Terminator in some place. Let's see here, Kazakhstan. Oh dear. And it's no surprise, anti-tank missiles and twin 30mm cannons. Boy. Autocannons I have to mention. So, what is everyone's role now again? Anyone remember that? We just talked about it. That's right, even if you drive a fire support vehicle, you still have better range than these buggers in the main battle tanks. Oh dear. And that's the one I'm supposed to get next. 320 meters. It's not as much half-blind as give me the dark glasses and the white stick. T80. A bit better by 15 meters. So, how many players do actually play according to the role? Many will say when watching this, hey, I don't want to be the scout, I want to shoot things. Well, then do it, but do it in a smart way. Scout enemy, light them up while staying in cover. Then, after these guys have showed up, the main battle tanks in general, you can flank them and shoot them in the butt for some surprise to cite another internet celebrity. Not that I am one at this point. Give them some surprise butt sex. And with that, this recording are going into the M rating. BMD, well, all fire support vehicles and recon vehicles have one thing in common. They have absolutely no armor. And even when they do get armor, let's see here, the BMP-3M have some, but 35mm, 50 on the turret, against M1 Abrams fire, Leopard, T-80s. No, your health pool are your armor. Make sure that you use it well. And many here may wonder, but how are this thing going to stand up against the tanks if I'm the last survivor? Well, it's simple. You have to use your brain. 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 You Well, you get these little buggers. Guided missiles. Good enough? I mean, 895 penetration. Sure, it is heat, and yes, there are an entire crapload of things that are designed to stop it, like jamming systems and yeah, active protection systems. But they won't last forever, and you will have reloaded before this thing are ready for use again. Let's see, reload time 12.90. Yes, you will certainly be reloaded. Explosive reactive arm plates are your biggest concern since, well, they cancelled the missile, but at the cost of the ERR plate. So when you fire at that exact same spot again, nothing will stop it a second time. So yes, it's a lot of chatter today, but this is something I feel that people need to know. Play your vehicle according to its role. That way, you may win. This BMP 1P, seriously, is it a competition to see how many P's I can stuck in? It's not a mainline fighter, but it can have a nasty bite. But remember, your main role is recon. Find the enemy, light them up, then when the tanks are firing at them, you can start firing as well. And remember, you will get the credit for lighting the enemy up for your team, so they can shoot at him. You get the spotting XP for that. Well, that's pretty much it for today. Not an awful lot, but something I wanted to get out of the way, and hopefully people will get the point. Play according to vehicle strength, and you will increase the chances for your team to win. Even if the rest of your team plays like complete donkeys, at least you know and you did what you could. The rest just did the thing again in order to guarantee your defeat. We have seen that too many times for it to even be slightly amusing. Well, that's it for this time. Next time I hopefully won't have to bore you with silly things like this. I mean, you are all very mature players, so don't type in childish rants into the chat in game, right? At least I hope you are. Well, see you around, folks, and have a good time.